Hi! If you want to see how I do my everyday curly hair wash and go routine, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to show you my curly hair everyday routine. And right now I've been wearing my hair stretched, so that's why I have it braided off and then it's twisted on the ends. This is how I sleep in it, just to keep it stretched at night, and it also gives me a nice wave in the morning. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something different today, and I'm going to put conditioner on each of these dry sections and let it sit as a pre-poo for probably about an hour or so, just while I'm doing stuff around the house. And then I'm going to shampoo as usual. And for shampoo, I'm not sure what I'll use, but I'll let you know what I use at some point in the video. So I'm going to let the conditioner sit. I'm going to use this conditioner, which is the VO5 Tea Therapy. I got this a long time ago from CVS for like 50 cents because I had coupons or whatever. And there's not a lot left in it. I don't use it that often. It doesn't really detangle that well, so I was using it as kind of a co-wash. But I'm just going to go ahead and pre-poo with it and use it up. So this should cover a couple of sections. And then I'm going to also use this one, which is the Rainforest Moisture. It's just gotten kind of watery on me, and I have two of them to use up, so I'm going to use these as pre-poos as well. And then I'm going to use up this, it's called Busted Extreme Hair Fuel. It's from Beyond the Zone. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but I got it from Sally, so I'm going to use this one up too. So basically I'm going to use all of these as pre-poos on different sections of my hair. I'm going to shampoo. I'm actually going to shampoo with the Origins Clear Head shampoo, and I think they've changed the packaging on this, but they still have the Clear Head shampoo. It's really minty, and my scalp is going through some stuff right now. I have lots of itching and flaking, which could be because it's not as humid as normal because it's winter time. It's not really cold outside, but it's not as hot as it normally is. So and not as humid, so I think that has affected my scalp, so I need to treat it. And I feel like my scalp feels better when I put something that's minty or tingly on it, and then I'll put oils on it. I've been doing hot oil treatments just to help with the flakiness as well. I'm trying to heal my scalp again. I still have the issues in the places where I had the most chemical burns, so I'm still working to heal that stuff. So I'm going to go and pre-poo. Then I'm going to shampoo, and I'll come back to you after I'm done shampooing. I'm not going to show you how I shampoo on camera because I can't figure out where to put my camera to show you that, because I shampoo my hair in the sink now. But once I figure out my camera placement and everything, I'll show you how I shampoo in the sink. Basically, I'm just going to put conditioner on each section and then probably braid it or twist it back up and then let it sit for an hour or so. And I close my windows open, and I think they're like cutting the grass or weed whacking or all of the above. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing a lot. So excuse the noise. I closed the door, but I don't know. I think I can still hear it, so I don't know if you can still hear it or not. I'm sure you can. And even if I close the window, I think we would still be able to hear it, so I'm just going to leave it. Hopefully they'll be done. There's only so much grass in front of my window, so when they're done cutting it, they'll move on, I guess. So I don't know how this is going to work. I got this idea from, I saw a video on Curlbox TV with the CEO of The Main Choice talking about how she deep conditions on dry hair because of the whole theory of a dry sponge soaking up more liquid than a wet sponge. So I was like, well, maybe I should try just putting some conditioner on just as a pre-poo, not necessarily a deep condition, but it, you know, it could serve as a condition as well. I could put a bag or something on it. I just want to see if it makes my hair softer. It's not going to change my shampoo process that much, but if it helps condition my hair a little more, that'd be great. It is time for me, way past time for me to go and get my highlights done, and I'll do that in a couple of weeks or so. I am planning to get my highlights done. I kind of like the ombre right now, and I really am enjoying how shiny and healthy my dark natural color is. I really love it. So sometimes I'm tempted to just forget about it, but I just love the blonde too much to forget about it. So that's one section. I think I've used all of this one. And I'll just do this one section with that one. I still have a whole other bottle of this to use up. And it's just so runny and liquidy. Like, I don't know what happened. It used to be a really good conditioner. I really liked it. And then when I went back to it, it was just really watery. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. But at least I have been like co-washing with it, and I have still been trying to condition with it. It's just I have to use so much of it because it's so watery and it just kind of runs all over the place. And that's just, I don't know, it can be a little messy. It's not really annoying, it's just a little messy, and I don't like water dripping all over me when I'm conditioning or whatever. So at least if I use it this way, I feel like it'll soak into my hair better. I think. We'll see. We will see. So I mentioned that this is how I've been keeping my hair when I sleep at night, just because I've been wearing it stretched. So basically I'll shampoo it and then I'll wear it stretched like this by braiding it when it's still wet and sleeping on it. So then there'll be like a braid out the next day. And then ideally what I do each day is brush through each section and then re-braid it or twist it, and then that way it gets more and more stretched. And I'm just wearing it stretched so I can get out some of the shed hair, because I'm not shampooing as often. In warmer weather, I shampoo way more. I shampoo like every 3 or 4 days, whereas in cooler weather, I don't shampoo that much. And I think that's also having an effect on my scalp being flakier than normal. I think shampooing on a more regular basis helps keep my scalp moist, because I'm putting water on it. I'm using this VO5 1-Up now. And it's so like watery that it saturates the section really quickly. So I may end up using this all over my head. And then as I saturate each section, then I'll just go to the next section until I'm done. So that's basically what I'm going to do for the pre-poo. Okay, so I'm done putting the conditioners on, and I'm just going to let them sit on my hair. It's all saturated. It was hard to get close to the roots, but this bottle with this little top really helped me get in close to the roots. So when this is empty, I'll probably put other stuff in here, so it helps me get close to my roots so I can pre-poo condition, deep condition before shampooing, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go and let this marinate. Okay, so I've shampooed and I have my conditioner on my hair now, so I'm finger detangling. I've already finger detangled this side, but I wanted to finger detangle this side on camera just so you can kind of see how I finger detangle, and later I can do another video all about finger detangling if you would prefer that. But this is the conditioner I used. It's the Smoothest as Silk Extreme by Giovanni. It's a protein conditioner. This is my favorite protein deep conditioner. And the thing that I like about it the most is it has a lot of slip, and it also adds protein to your hair. So that's why I really like this one. And it's an organic conditioner. And I decided to use my my Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil shampoo instead of using the Clear Head shampoo, because this one just always makes my scalp feel better. It's got shea butter and Jamaican Black Castor Oil and apple cider vinegar in it, so it always makes my scalp feel better. So I use that one today. So I'm going to show you how I finger detangle this side. I've already started. Usually when you detangle, people advise that if you're detangling with a comb, that you start at the bottom, but I find that when I'm finger detangling, it's easier for me to start at the top and work my way down. And I know they say not to ever do that, but it just works better for me because you can kind of assess the situation and then go in and get the tangles out as you touch them. And I prefer to finger detangle because when I'm detangling with the comb, I can just be ripping and tearing at my hair. But when I do it with my fingers, I can feel a tangle and then I'll just like pull it apart. And then it's out. If I had a comb on that tangle, I would just rip so much hair out, whereas I could have just pulled it apart with my hands. So that's why I prefer to finger detangle. I feel like it's more gentle on my hair. And I've been doing it now for probably a year, I think I've been finger detangling. So I've gotten the hang of it. And I prefer it. I don't think I'll ever go back to detangling with a comb. And to me, it's not even quicker for me to detangle with the comb anymore. For the longest time, I was thinking, I can't detangle with my fingers because, you know, I've been detangling with a comb for so long, it'll take me forever. Once you get the hang of it, it goes, either it takes the same amount of time or it's quicker. The only reason it would take longer is because you are gently pulling apart tangles, whereas with the comb you're just kind of maybe tearing through them. So I prefer finger detangling by far now. I just remember before thinking that's ridiculous, that'll take me forever, but now I don't even remember what it's like to detangle with a comb or a brush. This is so much better for me and my hair. Okay, so I am back. I've rinsed out all the conditioner and the hot oil treatment, and it's time to style. So I dry my hair with this t-shirt so I'm not messing it up too much or frizzing it up, I guess. But I don't want all the water out because I need some of it to help with the products. So basically what I do first is I spray on a leave-in conditioner, and the one I'm going to use is the Carol's Daughter Twee leave-in conditioner. So I'm just going to spray this all over. And I don't want that part in there, so I keep combing it over. I've had a part in it from where I would have the braids and twists when it was stretched. But I don't want a part in it when my hair is in my regular wash and go because I have bangs. They're in my eyes and they're kind of long now, but they're still bangs. And they'll curl up, so they won't be in my eyes too much. The next what I use is my shea butter, the Cantu shea butter leave-in. And I use 2 creamy leave-ins. I guess how some people do the LOC method with the liquid, the oil, and the cream leave-ins or whatever. I don't do that. I do a liquid leave-in, a cream leave-in, and then another cream leave-in. And it's been working for me. I try to put a lot in the back because this is kind of where it rubs on my shirt or whatever I'm wearing. So I try to put a lot back here to keep it from getting tangled and frizzy. So basically I just apply it all over. I don't do shingling. In the winter, I don't do shingling. In the summer, I kind of divide it out and do a shingling method because in the summer, I go for a more defined look. In the winter, I don't worry about it as much because it's not as humid. And now you can really see with my bangs and everything, you can see how much my color has grown almost completely out. But I will be getting my highlights done, so they'll be back. Okay. So that is enough of the Cantu Shea Butter leave-in. And then what I do is I follow it up with another leave-in, which is the Mixed Chicks leave-in. So let me grab that. Get rid of the shed hair. So yeah, my Mixed Chicks leave-in. And I don't use that much of this. This is really, this gives me the hold that I'm looking for. So I just kind of smooth it. Like with the praying hands, I smooth it all over my hair. And then once I'm done, like putting all the products on, then I do diffuse when it's not summer. When it's summer, I let it air dry because it's hot and it dries pretty quick in the summer. But in the winter, with the air being cooler and not as humid, I need to diffuse it. I don't want to go outside with a wet head. And I usually define these curls in the front because this is where my hair is the most coarse. So it doesn't just curl up without me helping it. So I just go around my face and curl up the little pieces so they'll be defined as well. And if you're wondering if I do this every time I do a wash and go, yes, I do. I curl these pieces around my face. And then if I pull my hair back, then they're curled. I don't do a lot with edge control or anything like that. So I just curl these little pieces around my face. I don't usually worry about edge control, but you know. I've never really tried to use any edge control when my hair is curly because it's curly, so I don't think about it. When it's straight and I do a ponytail, and it's very seldom straight, but if it were straight and I was slicking it back or trying to do a ponytail or something, then I would probably use a little edge control, but when it's curly, I don't worry about it. Okay, so now I'm gonna just scrunch it a little. I don't know if you can tell, but The ends of my hair, when they're wet, they hang and they look more wavy than curly. So you would think that the ends of my hair are damaged or something, but when they dry, they're curly. Really what that is it's where the color is, and my hair is more porous on the ends just from the color. So when it's wet, they hang straighter than the other pieces of hair that are not color treated. But it's fine, it's not damaged or anything. And you'll see at the end when it's dry. It curls up like regular. And I just like to scrunch it a little bit to help kind of squeeze the product in, and to kind of help the curls a little bit. They don't usually need any help though. And I do not scrunch my hair dry. I know some people will scrunch and scrunch and scrunch until their hair is dry. My hair holds onto water, so I would be scrunching for hours, and I don't want to. So I've scrunched enough, and I'm just going to diffuse just a little bit. I know you don't want to watch me diffuse for 20 minutes. It doesn't take a long time for my hair to dry, but I'm just going to show you briefly kind of what I do, just so you can see. Oh, and my blow dryer is stuck on cool. Like I pushed the cool shot button and the heat never came back. So I will blow dry it on high, but it never really gets hot. It only gets warm because it's broken, but I prefer that. So this is the end result. I have diffused it. It's still a little bit damp, but this is what it looks like at the end. And then I can wear this for like 3 or 4 days. I could wear it for a week. I don't tend to wear it for a week because it gets so tangled. So I wear it for 3 or 4 days and then I do it all over again. But it'll stretch out as the week goes on because I do put it in a pineapple or something close to a pineapple. I put it in a ponytail near the top of my head, but it's not really a pineapple. But this is what it looks like. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.